All right, I think we're up and running. This is actually a ChatGPT generated image for kind of the continuation of the AI devs stack jam Docker OpenWebUI Ollama and diagrams in action. So we did a little bit yesterday. You can watch that one that was out there. Yeah, reposted it. Looks good. And where were we? So let's see. Switch over to VS Code quick. Here is what we had last time. And what we're going to do is continue on with this. Right now, we don't have PlantUML rendering in VS Code, which makes me sad, to be honest. Yesterday, we put together the Docker Compose, which spins up our Docker. But let's get this PlantUML working. Well, we'll show it just for giggles. And instead of having to, go to a new window, right? Localhost. This is in the container we put together yesterday. Go check out that video or the stream. I think it gets good at the end. And we put it on, let's see, PlantUML is on 6060, just a convention that I remember. Set the zoom level back. Yeah, docs. Oh, let's see. Yeah, let's see. YouTube Live. Control panel. There you go. Put that over here. Just, yeah, in case anybody joins. A couple people joined yesterday. Oh boy. Bear with me. Here we go. Window. Oh, I could probably dock it right here. Okay. All right. Is this the same one? I think it is. But let's update it a little bit. All right. So what we'd really like to do, let's just check here. Yeah, this is the same one. So here we are. We're a solution architect or an architect, technologist. We have our machine. We have Docker Compose, which is putting together OpenWebUI. Proxy, LiteLLM. Right now we've configured it just to go to ChatGPT or OpenAI's endpoint. And what I want to do is to get the same sort of interface in VS Code. It will render it if we set things up correctly. So we'll go over here. We'll say PlantUML. Oh, it's not even installed. Huh. You can tell I haven't worked on this Windows machine. Truth be told, the majority of my development at home, I use Ubuntu on the other drive on this machine. But Windows machine, trust the publisher. Jebs, reviewer. All right, cool. So now that that's going, close these quick. Go back here. Go to settings. Thank you, extensions. We are done. Now, all we're going to do is the server. It's going to be HTTP local host. What did we say? Port 6060. Is it UML? We'll find out. Leave blank. Yeah, that's fine. All right, now that's there. Docker preview. Close the preview. But I can't get to the file. Here we go. Docker stack. Now, drum roll, please. It should have like a sound effect button. Boop. No. My notes. Oh, did it work? Oh, some content has been disabled in this document. You know what that means? Allow insecure local content. Here we go. Do it. Ah, Bwah, 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 bwah. Let's go back. 60. We'll get it. Wait, oh, there it is. Didn't need the old deal. Now this is much better because now we don't have to go render, do all the things, right? Now we're here. And any changes we make here also show up in our diagram, which is good. All right, what's next now? Make this diagram a little more realistic. This is my original intelligence-driven architecture. Still my IDA, or intelligence-driven architecture, which is super cool. All right, let's clean it up. Did we use ChatGPT to clean it up? Or let's see. I think we can. Yeah. All right. AI stream title idea. Look at that thing. Go to new chat. Close the sidebar. Can we change this? We have open instead of what up? What are we making today? Today we're just kind of improving on top of the Visual Studio integration with some of the diagrams as code, right? So here I'm just, since it's diagrams as code, we could have Copilot do it or Klein, but could we use OpenAI instead of Azure AI? Let's just see what it does. We'll do the copy paste. You can easily replace that in a diagram. So that's what we're doing. We're gonna, I mean, if you chat anything else that you want to go into, I'll go into it. Kind of just a jam session, talk shop, stream. Let's see now. Paste it in. Hey, it still works, and it created the OpenAI service there. All right. It's like this is the workflow going back and forth. Oh, all right. Yeah. I don't know if you join a little bit after the fact, but we configured Visual Studio Code to use the local PlantUML server. This is good because then it's private, running on your local machine in Docker. So we should put, oh, you know what we should do? We should put VS Code on this diagram because, yeah, we kind of need to. Let's see, Docker Compose. That's gonna be outside. That's gonna be in there. So, oh, actually, I have to type something out here. Oh, bother. Get rid of all this. This is going to be like local machine. This one actually, did we do any relationships here? No, not with the groups. This is like local Docker, right? Say Docker machine, is that what we call it? Yeah. Docker desktop or Docker, whatever, depending. Inside the Docker Compose, say machine, container. We need VS Code. What's this gonna be? Yes, code. Well, Visual Studio. Whoa. Code. VS Code. What is this? VS Code custom? No. VS Code. What? Yeah, I forget what the framework VS Code's built on. What's the underlying engine? Sorry, inquiring minds want to know. Be curious. A good person is always learning. What is the underlying tech for VS Code? It's like no, no, no. Yes. Electron. That's what it was. Okay, Electron. That's neat. All right, we can go back. VS Code, local instance. Yeah, this is just IE. As a server. Will be a good icon for VS Code. Betcha maybe dev icons has VS Code. Dev icons. Dev icon. VS Code. All programming like dev icon. Do. Code. VS Code. There it is. Well, I cannot see VS Code plain. Con VS Code plain. Now go back here. Dev icons. Dev icons. What are the odds? It's assuming code plain. Quack, quack. VS Code. Dying over here. You gotta find it. It's a PlantUML. Right. Go to file, search repo. VS Code. Oh yeah. Dev icons 2. That is VS Code one word. Let's see. VS Code. One word. Who's mad at me? Dev icons 2. There you go. So for this one. And then oh, there it is. Now we can use this icon. Oh, I mean, we didn't even get into this, but in PlantUML, now we have VS Code. Cool. And now we need to talk to make this true. We need to create a relationship from VS Code to where we go? PlantUML, 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 VS Code, PlantUML. All right. And then inside that same piece, we could use line. Line is pretty. Like Klein. It's the agentic autonomous coding agent. Yeah. Let's see. Here's Klein. I don't know if dev icons actually has Klein. That would be impressive. Yeah. I would think open an API. Slider. Hotel, open telemetry. That makes sense. Be a good. What's a good generic agent? Using what icon? What could we use to represent a coding agent, right? Coding. A robot. All right. Robots. Robots in disguise. So this is over here. Where did it go? Robot. A little organization here. Robot. Put something in here. It's going to be the robot. This is going to be Klein. Hello, Klein. Oh. Fine. The collaborative AI coder. Fine. Fine. Do. Robot. Robot. I mean, not far off, really. Okay. How much different is it? I mean, dude, pretty close. All right. Now Klein's got to talk to. Ooh, Klein's got to talk to LiteLLM now. Right? Yeah. So Klein. That's one way. And then it could talk directly to OpenAI. But we're using it as a proxy, so let's make sure we do that. Yeah, and let's try to be true to form here. Oh, I'm gonna go Klein to LiteLLM. There you go. Yeah, it really doesn't. These are wrong, actually. The only one that's true is actually the PlantUML. We could actually go solution architect. Sorry. I'm looking at the diagram here, and the person or the solution architect, we interact with OpenWebUI. However, OpenWebUI does not interact with PlantUML currently, nor does it interact with our Docker containerized version of the Mermaid editor. Those are incorrect. So OpenWebUI and PlantUML, those are wrong. But what is correct is the SA. Let's put it as user, architect, right? And oh no, that one's true. This one now true. And that one is not true. Well, busy. Not gonna lie. I'm kind of commingling a bunch of stuff here, but it might make sense. Here's perspective. All right, so Klein. Yeah. Configured to talk to the proxy, and I could talk to OpenAI. Let's just do a plan. What is the next level? C4 diagram we should draw. Hello, engineer. Hello. Techipedia Unleashed. You were here yesterday. Welcome back. What is the next level? Level. So we're just. Sorry, I haven't seen it. I'm just looking at the chat in my peripheral vision. What should we use? Now this is just to test out the connectivity. We're to determine the level, I need to. So this is the agentic. It's just going to act right now. I don't need C4 JSON. Probably it's a little ambiguous there. Hello. Hooty hoo. Good hearts. Party. It's party. Your tool did not send out a response. Read the file. Code C4 JSON. that was a prompt. Code C4 JSON. That's no bueno. But that's what you get sometimes with agents. Like current time. Client's having trouble. All right. Well, change it. You don't like it? Change it. What do we have? Anthropic, right? Anthropic. Little API key there. Cool. Good to go. Of course. I should say, not gonna hate on Klein right now. But Copilot's pretty good because you can add context. How do you add context? Yeah, at what's the file here? What was this one? At AI. Oh yeah, projects. And say projects. Oh no, I mean commits. Those are old. Projects. AI Docker stack. Yeah, let's I'm looking at Docker stack. Yeah, that's the real oh man, where'd it go? Docker stack. Okay. Move up. There you go. What other before? You're welcome, sir. What are the C4 diagrams do we use? Let's see if it wants to get down. Now we're using Anthropic. Based on user questions. There's a C4 model. Okay. Context container. Ooh. See, this is, oh, it's already in act mode too, so it might actually modify this file. Let's save this file here. Autosave's not on. Probably get out of the preview. Let's see. Oh, I didn't allow it to edit. Maybe it'll do it at the end. It is ripping through here. All right. Let's see what it. Comprehensive. Task complete. Wonder if I could take if I do for the new changes. Ooh, there it goes. That's what I don't know. So add AI Docker stack. Right. I'm gonna let it I think it's just you write it to the file. Can you write that? Yeah. Or can you include that? Okay. Yeah. Directly. Okay. Yeah, read the file. I created edit. I allowed it to do it. Let's see. Yeah, now it'll do it in place. Oh, it's just like because you can watch it in the preview too. There you go. Sometimes it doesn't get the fonts and the integrations correct. Get you a little dizzy. Oh, why? We'll see what it came up with. I mean, this is the speed at which. God, it's so wild. Oh, well, 15 cents. Yeah, here we go. What did it say? I see an issue with the previous attempt. Search block did not exact. It was in a file. Oh boy. Gotta keep going. What is it doing now? It wrote all. See, that's weird. But that's why you learn with the tools. Stay up here for a second. Moving things around so fast. Houston. I don't know where it's getting its feedback from either. Put it in separate files. Oh, it threw a CSCD in there? Great. Added 5 additional C4 diagrams to your AI Docker stack markdown. Bananas. All right, we'll close client. We'll take a look at what it created. So here we are. Architects. Talking to Mermaid. MermaidJS. It says TypeScript. This is JS. That's just. Could say JavaScript. Yeah. That's not there. I don't know. It's probably written in TypeScript, but it's JS. MermaidJS. Yeah. OpenWebUI, Docker, Python, Svelte, right? Client IDE, sends requests. What are the other ones here? Business stakeholders, intelligence-driven architecture, Docker stack, solution architects, business reviews architecture decisions. It's usually like an output though. So LLM services, yeah, that makes sense. Version control, sure. If we went full agentic on it and just let it. Ooh, here's the part right here. That would be super powerful in the future when it gets good, or if you have a reasonably well-defined methodology in which you work from a software perspective. It could write user stories, acceptance criteria, write the code, and then commit the code. It's unbelievable. Sorry, I'm on the. Let me resize it. Yeah, so C4 diagram for OpenWebUI. Not really relevant. It's just noise. I guess it kind of shows the purpose of what you could do. We could, and maybe that's something fun. We could clone the OpenWebUI project and have it just render all of the C4 diagrams for that solution. That's a pretty interesting one. Let's see, dynamic chart. Enters the architecture requirements, 1122 cents prompt for architecture generation. PlantUML server, diagram render, deployment diagram. Let's see what's happens here. Production server. Yeah, this could be deployed in production for sure. Yeah, centralized open web UI, it would be pretty good for the sheer fact that you could share prompts that way. That's a 3323. Workspace prompts. You can import prompts. That'd be really good. Yeah, be neat. All right. That's cool. Which ones don't really make sense? They're like a little hallucinating. Hallucinating? Is that a word? A hallucinatory? Yeah, these aren't very valuable. Production server, deployment services, boom. Landscape, project manager. Oh, that one actually is reasonable. Developer, IDE. Yeah. UML, business process modeling, notation, BPMN. Sorry, see that there? Not bad. I don't think it picked up. Yeah, it did. User didn't use the server. That's fine. We probably do better with the prompting. I mean, ideally, in the future, it'd be good to have a model context protocol server or PlantUML. Maybe that's something you could get on the PlantUML server side, where we just know how to generate the documents or the diagrams. Yeah, let's see. Boom. Yeah, this one also get rid of. Clean up. Man. All right. That's cool. What else can we do here? Let's see. That's about it. I mean, I'm sure there's more. So, yeah. Docker compose, PlantUML, Markdown, LLM, AI. We go out and get those credentials again. Bedrock. That's AWS. Yeah, I think I'm good. I'm good for now. All right. That's I think all I'm gonna do today, at least on this little live stream. Pretty cool. I just like this little iterative style. What should we do next time? What should we do next time? I want to go do that. I'm gonna go do that now. I was gonna end it here, but I can't. OpenWebUI. Right, OpenWebUI. GitHub. So here it is. Well, let's bring up Lucid quick. Here we are. Beep boop, beep boop. Logging into Lucid. All the documents. We gotta have a new page now. We'll call it this is gonna be Station Builder. We already have the first. Maybe it's a whole new one. So the topic of this one is going to be application analysis with AI, right? So we say application analysis with AI, and we say we're going to take OpenWebUI. We're gonna clone it. Sorry about that. We're gonna clone this, and then what we're gonna do is ask it some questions with Klein, right? All right, let's just get to it. Go VS Code. Do down to VS Code quick. Terminal. I think this is in a repo anyway. A repo and a repo and a repo. All right. Projects. Yeah. So make directory. Oh no, we're in code, right? So cd code. Yeah. Clone. OpenWebUI. Zip zap zoop. Zip zap zoop. I might open another folder. Open folder. Shared space. Family. Video production suite. Projects. Let's OpenAI stack. Code. There we go. I'll open up this one. Let's wait for it to be done. Okay. Now. Yep, save. Okay. Cool. Here we go. Now we have the OpenWebUI, the source code for this application. Back. What do I got to go back here? Localhost. So now we have the source code for this application. Show me to screw in a light bulb. Bulb with mermaid. Yeah. Run a local model. Let's see if Ollama 3.1 can get it. Thinking. Do. See if it gets it first shot. Oh, style. No, it did not get it. Warning, GPU high load. Yeah, dude, I know. Oh, 4 mini. Ask it again. Sure. Boom. There you go. All right. Maybe the other one was just a little more on the, was that like a graph? So this is because OpenWebUI has the library in there. And here we are. We can go to package JSON. We can look in here. Mermaid. Yeah, Mermaid 11.6. Before, and they've updated it. So, and Mermaid continues to evolve too. So MermaidJS. Yes. What's the latest version of Mermaid? 11.6. And we're at what? What version? In the clipboard. Huh, 11.6. Look at us go. So not why we're here though. The reason why we're here is we wanted to use the power of large language models and a prompt to say, what is the plan? Could you explain this solution? Right? Let's just see what it does. This is that use case where, we gotta pop it out, right? Pop it over here. So, there it goes. So, taking a while to initialize. The users asked me to explain the solution, but they haven't provided any specific explanation. I need more details. I think you need to add the workspace. Sorry. Workspace. Creepers. What does this project do? I would like to see if I could get Copilot to use other models. It's open source. Thinking. Man, I get impatient sometimes. Disabling checkpoint. I just spent 5 cents on nothing. Copilot. I get rid of client for a second. Might have to. Can you configure Copilot? Getting Copilot ready. And probably need. Oh, yeah, all right. Pair programming. The one that's open. Done. Wonder. Oh, you can use Ollama, OpenAI, Graw, Gemini, or Azure. Excuse me. Grab the mute button. Okay. Let's see. Whew. Collecting 48. Oh, this is great. Here it goes. After the setup, config the main retrieval swagger. Whoa. Yeah, rag. Cool. Or the OpenWebUI documentation. Right where I was in here. Down in the source. In the front end. I forget where. And wherever it has, let's just search the mermaid. Page log, package. Import mermaid from mermaid. It's actually in the code block, I believe. Maybe it's in both. Yeah. So, sure, install. All right, async. There is a. Okay, a new one. It's been a while. Results equals. Python code. Mermaid diagram. Parse. Render. Draw mermaid. So grabs the SVG. Cool. I have some code that I wrote to have it render the PlantUML online. What it's saying. That's how this works. This section here. Like we saw before this Yeah. So we'd have to actually go over here in order to have that rendered out. But I did the same thing as the mermaid here. I forget where it was. The render. And then like a GUID and grabs it. Here's the code. Let code equals code, wherever this is defined. 168. If code, update code. Let code equals blank. Code, update code, update code. Highlight code, block, save code. Check Python code. Boom puppy. If none of it, it's probably not Python. Execute Python. That lets you use only a few. All right. All right. Okay. If mermaid, if lang equals, okay. Yeah, and then it just goes to SVG. Oh, further on. Is assuming not code block. Okay. Oh, that's cool. Actually does some initialization of mermaid for the style, which that's pretty cool. But we're all still in the same code block. Oh, that makes sense. So the context that we're looking at anyway was in the code block. So it's we're in the context of rendering a code block component, I would guess. Mermaid. Yeah. Yep. That is cool. All right, so maybe next time I'll grab the code that I had for PlantUML and we'll customize a version of OpenWebUI and, or at least the front end, not the back end stuff. And I think there's actually instructions in here. Is it the whole thing? Goes all. UI pip install. What we did. How I extend it. Yeah, I have all of the, because you actually build it and then you can overlay it. The thing is you can overlay it in the Docker Compose and then you don't have to, I'm trying to say. You can overlay it in the Docker Compose, then you don't have to overwrite the backend. So you can keep all your chat history, etc. So that's a good thing. All right. So what did we do this time? Well, we got PlantUML working inside Visual Studio Code. A couple different times. And let's see. Oh well, we did show the power of Copilot real quick. It read. So what is this project? Grab the C4 prompt and say, pretty big prompt. Throw it in Copilot quickly. Yeah. And go back. Could we draw before diagram in this project? Determining user intent. Searching project template index. Searching contents. Sure. On a .NET MAUI control gallery app? The I have no idea what just happened. Okay. Let's see. I think that's closer to what we would expect. Huh. That's that. See that's the power of. Go back to one. That really is the power of it right there. We cloned a repository with a prompt and some tooling inside the IDE. We're able to use a modeling technique, diagrams as code, and just get a handle on what this project does. I mean, that's cool. ComfyUI, DALL-E, etc. Llama, OpenAI API. And now you can just iterate on that. That's cool. All right. What other? All right. How could we get the code block support plant? I don't know. Let's just, I mean, this is just a random. Yeah, it's not the. How about in the OpenWebUI? I mean, all right, before load. No, that's not it. Yeah. Okay, well, can't get them all right. Well, it's on at 3.5, 3.7. All right, now I'm done talking shop. Getting tired. That's cool. Gotta say, pretty neat. All right. Well, this is Philip Murphy from agpeel.com. A good person is always learning. Use AI. It's an exciting time. Right. And I think that's where I'm going to end the stream. Appreciate it. If you're seeing this, if you saw it live, if you see the recording, have fun and take care.